there, YouTube land. Welcome to my channel if you are new. I'm Sue at sueslimsdown. To tell you, today was kind of weird for me again today. Not that I was overeating or anything. It's just that I almost forgot to eat. I've told you before, I'm busy packing and stuff, and it got to be late, and I realized it was like 1 o'clock, and well, I better eat some breakfast. And I eat the same thing for breakfast every freaking day. Not because I have to, it's just because I like it. Got to be later in the day, and I decided, well, I haven't had dinner or lunch, so I had dinner first and then lunch. So I guess I was a rebel in that respect. And then I had an interesting snack tonight, and I'll tell you that in my upcoming videos that I'm going to attach here now. Okay, my breakfast today is the same as usual. I have 227 grams of my apple, 0 points and 117.3 calories. I have 2 egg whites for 34.7 calories, 0 points. 1 egg, which is 0 points, 72 calories. I have 28 grams of the Kraft fat-free shredded cheddar cheese. That's 0 points also, 45 calories. So my whole plate for breakfast is 0 points. And then I've got, this is my second cup of coffee, so I'll have 2 points in my coffee for both of my cups. So I've had 2 points today. The half and half for the 4 tablespoons is 40 calories. I'm up to 309 calories for the day. For dinner tonight, I'm basically having what I had last night because I liked it so much. I made street tacos again. I have 3 ounces of chicken breast shredded for 0 points. Half a cup of black beans for 0 points. A 1/4 cup or 28 grams of fat-free cheddar cheese that's shredded. That is also 0 points. The corn tortillas are 2 points for both of them. So, no, I'm sorry, 3 points for both of them. So my dinner tonight, so far anyway, is 3 points. This is my lunch. I'm actually eating it after dinner. 140 grams for my banana, 0 points. I have a half a cup or 113 grams of cottage cheese. For this is the fat-free cottage cheese for 2 points. And that's it for my lunch today. So this brings my total up to 12 points for today. Well, it's after dinner. I went to Walmart, walked around a little bit, bought a couple things, came back. Now, I needed a couple things. I needed to get some storage containers again. But I was kind of feeling hungry. I also needed avocados because I ran out the other day. And I was feeling kind of snacky. So I walked up and down the snack aisle. And I walked right back out of the snack aisle. Went over to the protein bars. I scanned every protein bar in the aisle. Came home with these. These are the Quest S'mores. Now I've had these before. I like them. They are 4 points on the WW. 4 points. And I had the points for these. I had plenty of points left for the day. So what does your favorite WW YouTuber do? She opts for an avocado snack. 50 grams of avocado for 3 points. The Quest bar was 4 points. I mean, I could have done either one. I could do both of them if I wanted to. This takes me to 13 points for the day. The reason I chose this is because I needed another healthy fat. All I've had today for fat was 5 grams of butter. I mean, to be honest with you, everything I have in this house is fat-free. This has the Quest bars. Let's see if I can find the nutrition facts. This has 7 grams of fat. And I mean, that would have been fine. It has lots of protein in it. But, you know, I had eggs and I had chicken today. And I had the cottage cheese. It all has protein in it. So, this has 22 grams of carbs. That avocado right there, I don't think has any. And this also has, this is important to me, and I know you can't see this, 200 milligrams of sodium. Now, folks, I take blood pressure medicine for high blood pressure. And To me, that's a lot of sodium, especially this late at night. So anyway, I opted for this avocado, 50 grams of it, 3 points. It's going to be my healthy fat. And I'm feeling good about this choice. I also have a huge glass of water here with some that I stuck a few slices of lemon in. So I'm going to be set for the night. Okay, well, as you can see, I've had 13 points today. I opted for that avocado tonight instead of the Quest bars. A couple other things too is that anytime I have anything sweet, and this has 1 gram of sugar in it, which is not a lot. I've had these before, these s'mores Quest bars, and I like them. The thing of it is, I know that if I have that taste of sweetness, I'm going to want more. That's why they call them s'mores after all, right? And I didn't want to do that. So I decided to have the avocado because I wanted the healthy fat. Like I said, I only had just a little bit of butter with dinner tonight, and that was really my only fat today. So I needed something else, you know. So things keep moving, if you know what I mean. I did have a couple other, or at least one, non-scale victory today. Now, my car is parked out in the back of the house. And to get to where I would park in the front of the house, I have to go up a bunch of stairs to get there because she lives like down in a valley and the stairs go up to the road. So I decided when I left tonight to go over to Walmart, I went out the front door, went up the stairs, and walked around to the back of the house. I did the same thing when I came home. I parked in back, unloaded my trunk, and then walked around and came back down the stairs. I just wanted to get a few steps in. And then I walked around the perimeter of the inside of Walmart when I was there tonight. So that was a good thing for me. Also, I was, after dinner tonight, I realized I'd only had 10 points. And so that's really not enough food for me. And you know, it might be okay for you, but it's really not enough. And I knew that if I didn't eat, I was going to wake up starving tomorrow morning. So I walked out into the kitchen, and I want to tell you, everything I have here is fat-free, which, you know, it's not a bad thing, but sometimes I just kind of wanted something with a little fat in it just to satisfy me a little bit more. And my daughter, before she left for Washington, D.C., she bought 4 boxes of Girl Scout cookies. I actually picked each one of those up in my hands and I scanned them. And I got to tell you, I'm just not willing to spend 4 points for 2 freaking cookies. And, you know, they're about, you know, the size of a quarter anymore. So I put them back. And I thought, no, I'm going to have something else. And that's when I got the cottage cheese and the banana out. Didn't have any fat in it. It still, you know, filled me up. And then I fixed myself a glass of water with some lemon slices in it. And that was enough to tide me over. I went and walked around Walmart, and I was looking at all kinds of snacks and stuff. And I thought, no, why am I even in this aisle? It's only going to sabotage my efforts. So I walked right out of the aisle. Didn't buy a darn thing there. I didn't really want to spend the money anyway. I went there for storage containers and some of my fat-free half and half. And I was passing the avocados, and I thought, you know, I'm out of avocados, so I'm going to pick some up for tomorrow. Ended up having one tonight. So I feel good about my choices today. I haven't calculated all of my calories yet, but I know that I'm way under 300 or 1,300 calories today. Because, you know, I just haven't felt like eating, and I'm not sick or anything. For some reason, I just haven't felt the need to eat, which is a new thing for me. I hope it sticks. Whatever it is, I hope it sticks. So today I weighed in at 223.9. Yesterday I was 224.1. So yes, I realize it's only 0.2 pounds, but it was important for me to see that 223. That's what I had hoped to see last week on Thursday when I weighed in. And I didn't make it. Thursday I was 224.7, and I was really kind of discouraged that I didn't see that 223. See, I'm not setting big goals. I just kind of want to get down into the next set of numbers. So it would be great if by Thursday I could see 222, but I don't know that that's going to happen. I mean, I wanted last week to be in the 223 range. 223 point anything I would have been happy with. So I got that today, and I'm really thrilled about that. Once I saw that number this morning, every time I see that number, the next number that I want to get into, just, kind of drives me and encourages me a little bit more. So to date, this is the 7th of April. Let's see. I have my spreadsheet up right now. To date, since the beginning of April, I've lost 3.8 pounds already this month. I have 93.9 pounds to go to my goal. Now, it's a lot, but when I started, I had 147 pounds to go. I've got 24.9 pounds to go to get to Wonderland, and I'm going to do it. I don't think I wanted to get there by the time I go home, but I'm going home in 6 weeks, so there's no way I'm going to lose that much in 6 weeks. I've only lost those 7 pounds since the beginning of the year, and I know we're not supposed to say we've only lost. I have lost 7 pounds since the beginning of the year. So I think I'm doing okay. Not as far as I want it to be. I wanted it by this point in 2019. I wanted to be down, about 15 pounds. I didn't do it. February was just February was a maintenance month for me. I was up and down, up and down. I look back at my spreadsheet here over the course of the last year or so. I weigh less than I did a year ago today. Not by a whole lot, but at least it's less. But really, for the last year and a half, I have been playing around with the same 10 pounds or 15 pounds, going down and going up. I don't plan on going back up again. My lowest weight to date, from when I started January 1st, 2016, was on May 9th, 2017. On that day, I weighed 220 pounds, 220.7 pounds. It's possible I could surpass that this year, but that's my lowest weight to date. So I think I'm headed in the right direction. I think I got my motivation back, and I'm just going to keep plugging at it, making better, good choices. I think I am making better choices than I was during the whole month of February. I'm not going out to eat as much, and of course, I want to tell you most of that is financially motivated because I just don't want to spend the money. So my BMI is still at 38. I think your BMI drops like every 10 pounds or something. I'm not sure. Let's see, when did it drop? Let me put this in just to see. My BMI will drop at maybe 219. Yep. My BMI will drop at, I think, 219.5. Nope. 219.4. When I hit 219.4, my BMI will drop another point. So that's, if you don't know, that's the body mass index. So I'm just going to keep plugging away at this, hoping that I will get to, I am going to get to my goal weights, sooner or later. I hope it's sooner than later. I had wanted to lose all that 95 pounds in 2019. And to be honest, I'm going to refocus that goal. I had adjusted it, that said that I wrote it down that, well, maybe 95 was a little bit too ambitious, and so I was going to go for 47 pounds. That would be about half of it. And I think I can do that at least. And if I do more, great. All I just know is I want to see that downward slope in my weight loss chart here. So anyhow, that's my day. I have more packing to do tonight. My daughter comes home tomorrow, so tomorrow is going to be a whirlwind to straighten up the house so it doesn't look like a tornado hit it day. So that's what I've been doing. I hope that my videos are helping you. If you haven't seen my get to know the person behind the channel video, go over and watch that. There are several people that did that. I wasn't invited to that collab. Not because people don't like me. It's just because the person that started the collab, I don't think knows me. But I did it anyway because I thought it was a fun collab to do. And if you'd like to do it, please jump on the bandwagon and do it. Even though if you weren't invited, do it anyway, you know. It's fun to know. That way we can all get to know you. So that's about it for me today. I think I'm going to wrap this up now. Keep your fingers crossed about this place that my sister found for me that looks like it might be a possibility for me to move into when I get home. And my son that I'm going to go stay with until I find a place is going to be moving shortly after I get there. So, I mean, time is of the essence. I really need a door to open quickly so that I can have a place to go, a place to call my own. And I was talking to a friend of mine earlier tonight that I am going to be home, I hope, to Ohio in time for the asparagus harvest, because I like to can and freeze asparagus, but I probably can it just because of freezer space. I really miss my Ohio produce. It's the best produce in the world. Anyway, I said, yeah, my kids used to joke that if it grew out of the ground, I put it in a jar. And that's pretty much the truth. If I can find something to can, I'll can it. Saves me a ton of money in the long run. But I was saying, yeah, I think I'll make it in time for the asparagus harvest, and all I need is a kitchen. So I know it sounds weird, but canning relaxes me. And it gives me such a sense of accomplishment. When I see all my jars lined up on the counter and when I put them away in the cupboard, it just gives me this big sense of accomplishment. When my husband was alive, he didn't work a lot during the winter because he was in agriculture. He was an agricultural salesman and consultant for dairy animals and crop farmers. So the bulk of his work was in the spring, summer, and fall, and he didn't work a lot during the winter. So I didn't start canning till after I got married and started having kids, and we saw the benefits of it. And I started every year I would can more and more, to the point where I canned so much we didn't need to go grocery shopping in the wintertime. We went for things like milk and eggs and stuff like that, but even the eggs we would get at the farmer's market. Yeah, that's why I started canning. It saved us money, and it made sure we had food stocked up. And we always bartered. He bartered his services for like a half a steer twice a year. So we always had meat in the freezer. The one thing we didn't have that I wish we would have had more back then was chicken, because I did go to the store for chicken every now and again if I found a good sale. But now, if I find a good meat sale, I'll go and I'll get it and I'll can it, just so it doesn't take up freezer space. And pressure canned meat is so tender. And I haven't done chicken yet, but I'm planning on doing that when I get back home. So, but I need a kitchen to do all this stuff in. And then shortly after the asparagus comes in, then the strawberries come in, and that's jam time. So I'm going to try this year to make either sugar-free or low-sugar strawberry jam. If any of you are canners out there and have ever done that, I would appreciate your recipe, because I've only canned it with the recipe that has the sugar on it that comes in the Sure Gel pack. So let me know, I'm going to start searching on the internet too, but if you have a favorite recipe that's tried and true, I wouldn't mind trying it. So, okay, this is about the third time I said I'm going to wrap it up, so this is it. I'm already up to 15 minutes, so I will be online tomorrow at some point, or I'll put a video up at some point tomorrow. Since my daughter's going to be home on Tuesday and she's going to be sleeping most of the day, I may not have the opportunity to video, but I will try to talk to you tomorrow. All right, bye-bye.